So I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, and this is again an empiric situation. I'm observing something that strikes me as a little bit peculiar. So human beings had a deal right as soon as they got off of Noah's Ark that there was going to be certain animals they could eat and certain animals that they wasn't supposed to eat. And nowadays, I don't think, they're keeping with that. I think they're losing the religiosity and they're starting to eat certain things. Like when you got off of Noah's Ark, you weren't supposed to eat a zebra or a lion. You weren't supposed to eat a bat. But nowadays, they're kind of, and maybe some of them Christian, the nations that ain't quite Christian, they're not, they might have some monks or something, but they don't practice whatever you would call the teachings of Christ. So, they're eating some crap like sow bug soup. But, nobody should ever be eating sow bugs or slimy, disgusting slugs or rattlesnakes or tarantulas, In Taiwan, they started making some crazy smack ramen noodles out of a giant 14-legged isotop or isopod. It looks like a pill bug or a wood lice. It's a deep sea creature. It lives like 700 feet at least underneath the surface of the ocean. That's because God put them down there because you're not supposed to be eating them things. They look disgusting. Another thing you shouldn't eat. You should not eat cats or dogs. I shouldn't have to bring that up. On an outside note, if you're going to castrate and neuter, 40, 50, 60% of dogs, then maybe you could have what you could call, Canine Oysters. Maybe you could package some of these things. You could sell them at Food City, but because that won't be so bad. But you can't eat dog flank steak. You know what I'm saying? That is really disgusting. There's just certain things like the Malayan moon rat. Nobody should be eating a damn Malayan, for that matter, nobody should be eating any kind of rat or opossums or frogs, and yet they do. Everybody's out there in the world. You shouldn't be eating horseflies. Some people get dried horseflies the way they got croutons and they put them on their salad. It's disgusting. You shouldn't be eating hippopotamuses. Hippopotamuses eat mud. It's going to be like eating an old scuzzy sneaker from LeBron James's youth or something, like something LeBron James played in for 5 years before he got his shoe deal, and you boil it and you eat it. It's disgusting. Think about it, Come on, help me out here. It's a deal. We had a deal when we got off Noah's Ark that you could eat certain animals you shouldn't eat, and we shouldn't start eating those animals that we said at the beginning we wasn't going to eat. The worst one is nobody should be eating a Chilean sea bass because Chilean sea bass are sacred. Listen, this is just an empiric take from me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be right. I think I'm right, though. I think this empiric take, the point is, I think you should lay off eating, animals that we agreed upon not to eat from the beginning. It's all right. Go eat a turkey.